Hi guys, so now we are going to discuss is about the star topology. Star topology means the nodes will be connected to the one center thing, that the central part. It can we call it as a heart, or you can call it as a brain, whatever it is. Without that particular central part, the whole network system will fail. So that central part, important part, is nothing but we call it as a hub. Okay, see, all these nodes are there. These nodes are going to be connected with the hub. Okay, each divide as a dedicated point to point. See, one particular system is dedicated to one particular point of the hub, right? So it is a dedicated point to point link, and only one central control unit will be there, that is called as a hub. Suppose devices are not one, this computer is not connected to this computer directly, but this computer, if wants to send the message to the second computer, the computer will send the message to the hub, that will go to the hub. From the hub, it will be sent to the other person. Like there will be one mediator, I would say. Okay, then controller will act like an exchanger. That is the person who is going to send and take the data from the left person and give it to the right one, and from the right one to the left one. If one device wants to send data to another, it sends the data to the controller, which then relays data to the other connected device. So this is the concept of star topologist. It is also dedicated point to point linker. One thing is all about the star is that it has a central controller unit called as a hub. What is the advantage? Advantage is important, right? So the star topology advantage is that less expensive. Very simple. Nodes, one hub you need, and one IO ports is needed, right? Only that is more than enough to do the geometric representation, that is to create the star topology. Each device needs to only one link, one IO port to connect to any number of devices. Any number of device you take, only one link and one IO port is needed. That is more than enough. And using this star topology, it is really easy to install. Remember, in mesh topology, the installation was difficult. To reconfigure is difficult, but that disadvantages can be overcome using the star topology. So easy to install and reconfigure, less cabling, because the addition and deletion of the moving device, it's all about the one link you need. Less cabling, robustness, because why it is robustness? Because if at all one device is not working, it doesn't matter to the all other devices, they will function properly. But however, what if the central part, that hub is itself not working, then whole system is gone, right? Anyway, that doesn't come under the advantage. Robustness is if one link fails, no issues, we can still continue the networking system. So since it is simple, and the node is connected to the central hub, fault identification, fault isolation is easy. Hub can monitor the link problem and bypass the defective links. So these are all the advantages. Disadvantages, I already told you. One major disadvantage is, if hub goes down, entire system is dead. Each node must be linked to hub. So this is also a problem, right? Without hub, if we can work, or if no, that's not possible. And more cabling is required than bus and compared to mesh, this is better, but compared to bus and ring, this needs actually cabling is more here. Okay, so where do we use this one? This star topology generally we used in LANs, local area network. High speed LANs use star topology with central hub. Generally in LANs we use the star topology. Okay, so this is all about star topology. Let's brief out simply. See, it has a dedicated point-to-point link, and there is one central controlling unit that is called as an hub. Then the exchange, everything happens over near the hub. Okay, advantages, less expensive, because only the one link you need to connect the node to the central hub. Then it is really easy to install, easy to reconfigure, and cabling, you need very less number of cabling. And if one link is not working, no issues, just go with all other links. Fault identification and fault isolation is also very easy, because the hub can take care of it. Disadvantages, if at all the hub goes down and the system is dead, and without the support of the hub, you cannot generate a star topology. Generally, where we use the star topology means we use in LAN, local area network, and high speed LAN uses the star topology with the central hub. This is all the brief thing about the star topology. And one more thing is the cabling. Compared to mesh, this is better, but compared to the bus and ring, cabling is more. Okay, that concept is there. Now, amazing thing is bus topology. This is also the beautiful topology. The cable ends will be there. There will be a taps. The taps is nothing but that is the one which is going to connect with the nodes, and that we call it using the drop lines. So till now we discussed point to point, right? Mesh and star is point to point, whereas in bus topology it is multi-point, right? See, so many drop lines are there in between. And how you can remember this one is, just remember that the normal bus transportation will be having the taps. Just imagine just like that. Okay, so one long cable acts as a backbone to link all the devices in a network. So from this we can get to know that the cable is important, right? Nodes are connected to the bus by drop lines and taps. Drop line is nothing but it is a connection between the device and the cable. Tap is a connected to contact. These are all not important. Okay, just number of taps are important. What are the advantages? Let us see. The advantages is installation is easy. Why? Less cabling, and backbone, as only the backbone cable stretches. Only the backbone cable is a bigger one. All other is doesn't require that much of cabling. Disadvantage is fault isolation and reconnection is difficult. You cannot isolate the fault, and the reconnection is difficult because it is a multi-point, right? And difficult to add new devices also. Suddenly if you want to add new device, adding device is also difficult. Fault isolation is difficult, and reconnection is also difficult. So even the initial setup, whatever you do, if you are okay with it, then this is the good way, or else I won't suggest this one. Signal reflection at taps can cause degradation in quality, which is controlled by limiting number and spacing of device connected to the length of the cable. Signal reflection, they can so any signal issues or in the taps will be a problematic. So traditional LANs used bus topologies. So LANs used star topology. It will use the bus topology as well. So the one last but not the least, we do have something called as ring topology. Ring means what? Repeater, right? There in bus we add taps, whereas in ring topology we have repeaters. What do we have? We have the repeaters. These are the one which is going to connect the node with all other thing. Okay, so ring topology means each device has a dedicated point to point. Only thing which is multi-point is bus. All other is dedicated point to point connection only. Signal pass along one direction until see until it reaches its direction destination. In only one direction the data can pass. Okay, so it will be using something called as a repeater, and it regenerates the bits and it will pass. Advantage, only thing in ring is installation is easy, reconfiguration is easy, fault isolation is also simplified. So whatever the disadvantages you had in previous one, that is in a bus topology, that can be overcome using this one. Okay, so installation and reconfiguration is easy, isolation is simplified, and in a ring a signal is circulating at all the times. Signal will be keep on moving. If one device does not receive signal within a specified time, it issues the alarm, and the alarm network operator to the problem and its location will be found and fault is identified. But however, some disadvantage will be there. What is the disadvantages? Until it reaches the destination, it will be in unidirectional, I told, right? So that is the disadvantage. Unidirectional traffic. Break in a ring can disable the entire one small cut in one ring. Entire system is gone, right? So how you can overcome this means you can use a dual ring, two rings if you use. That will not be a problem. And this also used in LAN itself. was very popular when IBM introduced its land token ring. So this what is this? This concept was very very famous when IBM introduced the concept of a land token ring. Okay, so high speed LANs made this topology less popular. But later on, the high speed lands came. No, at the time it lost its significance. Thank you. Bye.